Welcome to the Damn It Rad podcast. I'm your host, Rad, and I'm here with Crash.
Yo.
This is a very special episode about drug awareness. We're going to talk about the DARE program today and how abso-fucking-lutely ridiculous it was.
Abject failure.
It was, what, from like 2nd to 6th grade or some shit like that?
Originally, I think it was for like 5th and 6th graders, but that was back in the 80s when it first started. But it's like, we hate drugs and we love children. So obviously we want to keep our drugs away from our children.
Dude, I remember they bring out like the little robot cop car, and then they'd have the lion, and they'd be like, just say no! And you're like, if they're telling me to say no so much, something awesome is going to happen if I say yes.
I've never been propositioned for drugs. Weren't you one of those kids, like, after you went through there, you spent, like, your whole, like, all high school, like, man, when are they going to ask me if I want to do drugs?
Yeah, nobody says, hey, would you like to do drugs?
No, man, I'm cool. And then they wander the fuck off.
Like, it's normally, now, I've never been one to get free drugs. But normally it's at a party, hey man, you want to hit this shit? Okay.
See,
I don't want to be a loser.
See, the idea of just random people offering you drugs is like the same as kind of like red Solo cups at parties.
Oh, no, I'm talking about like friends. Like your friends would be like, hey.
Yeah, but it's like DARE implanted that myth in you that from like the rest of your life, people are just gonna be like trying to two-hand just push drugs on you.
But like they weren't just talking about like, alcohol and weed. Like they went into like the hard shit.
Yeah. Like,
what 6th grader, and I say 6th grade because the oldest grade we both agreed on,
yes, is
going to shoot up fucking black tar heroin?
Yeah, it's like
I'm an adult and I don't know where to get black tar heroin.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure if I looked into it, I could figure something out.
You'd have to research it.
But like, a 6th grader?
Yeah.
No, I'm not worried about a 6th grader maybe smoking some bud, but like, why are you going to plant black tar heroin, like cocaine? They can't afford cocaine. Half these damn kids can't afford fucking lunch.
You're absolutely right, man. Coke prices have gone crazy. Oh, you're talking about the lunch.
Yeah. Lunch. Delete that. Don't keep going.
Alright, DARE, yeah.
DARE. Drugs are really expensive.
That's what it right?
Yep.
90% sure that's it. But, so anyway, we want to get kids off of drugs because drugs are the cause of every flaw in America. Obviously.
But joke's on them, kids aren't on drugs.
Kids were on drugs. Alcoholism, man.
You just have an abusive alcoholic 5th grader.
Damn straight.
Throwing Natty Ice at his fucking teacher.
Fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. Dude, he's a rural kid. It's the fucking 50s, 60s.
But Jeffrey Dahmer's the exception, not the rule.
He's the exception that proves the rule.
Like, if you're going to create a program like that, which in my opinion is a massive failure, of course there's a cop in the room, make you sign a sheet that says, I'll never do drugs. You're going to fucking sign it. Yeah. And now kids are just being pushed drugs, just Adderall, Vyvanse.
Well, it makes them quiet.
Yeah. So we went from DARE to scripts.
Well, scripts are legal.
But they're drugs.
Yeah, but they're good drugs.
There's no good drugs and there's no bad drugs. It's just a drug.
Look at it like the NRA, okay? You got bad guys with a gun and good guys with a gun. Prescriptions are the good guys with a gun, keeping all those bad drugs in check.
But how do you find the difference unless you do them?
No, you gotta have that piece of paper. That piece of paper means it's legit, bro.
Dude, I'm just saying it is a catastrophic failure of a program that half these kids, especially in like the Christian schools they go to, have never thought of drugs besides what's in their mommy's purse. And then you're going to go there and talk about drugs, and they're going to think public schools are just filled with this, and they're going to be terrified. Or they're going to say, hey man, if this is a real problem, I should do it. because I didn't know cocaine existed before right now.
And from what you say, it sounds awesome.
It sounds amazing.
I can stay awake for how long? And do it how fast?
For how many?
Yes.
Like,
look, Dare ended up. It was supposed to scare you straight, but really, Dare was just a way for people to get money.
oh, absolutely, on a pizza party.
Oh yeah, the pizza party, man.
The pizza party was dope.
It was worth it.
I'll have a pizza party. Well, the military has ruined pizza parties for me because anytime we had a pizza party, it means something bad was about to happen. We were about to get fucked. So, like, I love the idea of a pizza party. But even at work, if they're like, hey, I bought the whole crew pizza, I'm like,
How long's the turnaround?
what's about to happen?
Layoffs?
How are you about to fuck me?
Yeah. That's fair. But yeah, it's the pizza party, and it was because it's like Congress passed a law where 10% of the money coming in for schools had to go to like drug prevention and avoidance programs, or whatever, which is basically DARE. But it didn't say you had to spend all that money on DARE. So, people love children that hate drugs. So yeah, I'll throw $50 at the school to teach my kids not to do drugs. But then, they'll spend $5 on DARE, and the $45 will pay for, art supplies.
Oh, we need a new scoreboard for our football stadium.
Yeah, or,
Don't do that, just put DARE on there.
Yeah, and it's like, we could use a new laptop so the teachers could teach class.
About not doing drugs.
Maybe. But it counts. So, you're getting all this money because, as we all know, American schools are just amazingly well funded by every stretch of the means. We spend more. We're just really great. We care about the children, don't we?
But see, like, we also grew up with the DARE program, but during the pennant race for the home run title, with all of our major league athlete heroes shooting up with roids.
Yeah, but was that out at the time?
This is about the same time.
Yeah, but those are good drugs.
Not anymore. Mark McGwire's not in the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds isn't in the Hall of Fame. Sammy Sosa's not in the Hall of Fame. Why?
Because they were on drugs.
Bullshit. All three of them should be in the Hall of Fame, and I think, nay, I will take it a step further. Nay, I say, you heard it on the Damn It Rad podcast first. I believe every major sport should have open season for whatever performance enhancement drugs they can get their fucking hands on.
But that is too unlevel a playing field.
How? If everybody can do it, it's a level playing field.
Yeah, but say you're competing against Barry Bonds and you're this schmuck just called up from the fucking minors.
Barry Bonds was that
He can buy way better drugs than you.
Barry Bonds was that schmuck at one point.
At one point, but he's not anymore.
Not anymore. You have to build up to it.
Yeah,
because in baseball, steroids, human growth hormones, and all that, they do not help your hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, that's why you get Adderall.
The most important thing in baseball is your hand-eye coordination. It's not your strength. It's not your speed. It's your patience and your fucking hand-eye coordination.
Well, that's because baseball is barely a sport.
And can you imagine in football if Aaron Donald decided to just go fucking ham? If Jeff Simmons ate a tire last week. Just ate it like a fucking donut.
Yeah, which is what you want. You don't want these dudes roided to the gills.
No, you don't want them roided to the gills.
Because it's not a fair competition.
Knockouts every single time in UFC.
Look, this is the argument. It's like, do you want technique or do you want just brute force?
Brute force. Stand and bang, bro. Stand and bang.
You can see. That's why sports are for everybody, because you can have that wide range. Whereas if you're just allowing everybody to roll to the gills, and it's going to slam all the way into the brute force, and it's just savage violence, just two dudes running into each other.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Roids, like growth hormones, any performance enhancement drugs, if you can use it and it enhances your performance on the playing field, I want to see the top athletes at their peak.
Alright. Speaking of drugs at their peak, How long do you think you'd have to cycle roids before you can fight off a gorilla hand to hand?
A gorilla?
Yes.
Is a gorilla also on roids?
No. That's just natural born gorilla.
Dude, I don't think you can.
You know?
No, like gorillas are fucking scary.
Alright, how about a chimp?
Chimps are also scary with the teeth.
Chimp's about as strong as, I don't know, what, 1.5, 2 dudes?
I think it's like 5.
Maybe. I'm not a chimp expert.
I'm not either.
Good all, but
I'm not either, but I've seen Planet of the Apes.
Alright, how unfair a fight do you think it has to be in your favor for you to be one-on-one to beat this chimp?
Okay.
Like, how advanced does your weaponry have to get?
Like, okay, so I want to be completely healed, no more neck, no wrists, you know.
Yeah, alright. So
Back to my peak physical form, you're saying.
You're Batman.
I'm Batman.
Peak human fitness.
Okay, peak human fitness. I'm back in the army, I got it. Tracking. I'm a god amongst men.
Roided to the gills.
Yeah, back in the army, tracking. I said what I said.
I gotcha.
And if there was a chimp there, and he's like standing up ready to fucking bang.
Yeah, like this chimp is glaring you down across the bar.
I at least need like a fucking bat or something.
Just a bat?
Like, or even like one of the bats like wrapped in barbed wire. I go old school, like very violent, like.
See, I need like a spear.
I'd be scared, don't get me wrong, but like.
But you'd fight it off with like a nail bat.
Yeah, a nail bat? Yeah, I try to fight. I try.
Alright, how until you're confident you can win? Like how cheap does this fight have to be?
Pretty fucking cheap.
Cause like I'm thinking like if it's I'm in a cage match with the chimp, right?
Crossbow. Are we talking about like no guns?
No guns.
No guns?
The chimp. Like you're putting on a show, right? So you have to sell tickets.
Oh, okay.
So it can't be like Radley and this M249 saw.
Radley and his M4 versus Chimp.
Yeah, you know.
And it's just a chimp.
Radley and his cruise missile fired off the USS Montana.
Radley plus Javelin v Chimp.
Versus Coco, the chimpanzee.
Fuck you, Coco! What? Okay. Dude, you know what I would like in that fight? Chainsaw hand.
That would be so useless.
Chainsaw hand?
Yeah.
Dude, it is not useless. Chainsaw hand's awesome.
Bro, alright.
If I lost my hand, I would want it replaced with a chainsaw.
How heavy is a chainsaw?
I'm not talking about a real heavy chainsaw.
Like a little baby chainsaw?
Like a chainsaw, like, okay, from my elbow down, gone, right?
Yeah.
Replaced, same length blade, chainsaw.
It's kind of short for a chainsaw blade.
Just.
I need like a 14-inch at least.
And also, you forget, I'm on roids.
True. But it's like, how long would it take you to get used to that chainsaw?
So, okay. So no chainsaw. We're just gonna go no mechanical. How's that?
Yeah.
That way I can't do chainsaw hand.
Yeah.
For me to be supremely confident I'm going to destroy this chimp, I think I would need like a spear, maybe like a dagger or sword or knife at least on my side, and some of my brass knuckles or like the gloves with the
oh yeah, with the
my shooting gloves.
Yeah.
With the knuckles on there. Like instead of brass knuckles, I'll just use those. So I don't want to get bit. I want sleeves.
Yeah.
Obviously. And yeah, I think that'd be good. I'd be pretty confident I could kill a chimp.
All right. Yeah.
I'm actually pretty confident I could do a gorilla with that.
Gorilla with the.
The only thing that would really suck is as soon as I stab, if it keeps going and that fucking spear breaks, and I just hit it with a stick.
Well, you still got like your knife.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna think about my knife if that breaks. I'm just hitting it with a stick.
That's what if the chimp gets the knife?
The chimp? Oh, I'm fighting both of them now. I want a gun.
Yeah, dude. That's all right. But they're not. It's not like you're not surrounded. Like you don't have one in front of you and one in back. You gotta keep. They're both coming at you from the same direction.
Fuck.
So it's like you walk down a dark alley.
I want a gun.
And you feel something staring like daggers in the back. You turn around, and there's a chimp and like a gorilla in trench coats. Maybe I'll mug you.
You know what? I know what I want. I want a bear.
You want a bear?
I want a bear.
You're bringing a bear to the chimp fight?
I'm bringing a bear to the monkey fight.
Yes.
Ape fight, sorry. I'm sorry for all you monkeys out there. I meant ape fight, primate.
Yes.
I want a goddamn bear. But the bear listens to me.
Or so you want a magic bear that follows your orders, is what I'm hearing.
Yes. Exactly right.
Well, if we're going with you getting a magic bear, then there has to be a hyper-intelligent chimp and gorilla.
Hyper-intelligent.
Or actually, no, it's one of them.
I'm not fighting fucking Grodd.
Which one would be more dangerous? Hyper-intelligent chimp or hyper-intelligent gorilla?
I think gorilla.
Nah, dude.
Dude, gorillas are strong as a motherfucker. You seen that one on that video that busted the fucking glass?
Yeah,
But I'm like, nope, don't want to fuck with that.
Strong-ass gorilla. It's also smart. Well, like, animal smart or people smart? Like, we talking Hannibal Lecter?
You're the one coming up with this.
Well,
And it's me and you fighting these things.
so apparently I'm on, like, the animal side, so I'm trying to just one-up you.
Oh, so you're on the animal side between me and my magic bear?
Yeah, sure.
I named him Barry.
Of course you did. Wait, like bear with a Y or B-A-R-R-Y?
P-A-R-R-Y.
No, of course you would. It's terrible. Alright.
Is that a yogi?
So you got a chainsaw arm and a bear against a hyper-intelligent gorilla, which is going to go toe-to-toe with the bear, obviously.
Nope.
Yeah, dude.
No, me.
You're fighting the gorilla?
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna let that
Bear gets chimp.
happen. No, dude.
Yeah, I want to make sure the bear wins at least.
That's 2 months out. Exactly. So it's you versus the chimp.
No, I want the gorilla. He's hyper intelligent. We're the same now.
And he knows that chimp is not gonna beat that bear.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they go the chimp a weapon.
Why the fuck do you think I got the bear?
It's...
What? Okay. Just you v animal. What is the most dangerous animal you think you could take in a cage match, no weapons?
like a dog.
Like any breed or like a wolf?
Oh, hell no. Wolves are fucking huge, bro.
Like a hyena?
Wolves hunt elk. And a hyena has like the strongest bite force of any mammal. What are you throwing at me, dude? It's like,
I'm asking.
Well, you know, what breed of dog? Like,
You said like a dingo?
it's not like a chihuahua or like, you know, African wild dog. Like, these motherfuckers kill people.
Well, like a dingo?
No.
That really happened. That dingo did take that lady's baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking crazy.
Animals are fucking ruthless.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, they don't
I'm
give a
talking
fuck.
like a domestic breed dog. Like, I don't know, like a hound.
Like a hound? A lazy ass hound?
I'm talking like a 75
Okay,
pound
non-domesticated animal.
Oh. Fuck.
Penguin.
Yeah.
I could fight a fucking whale as long as we're on land.
No, I mean, like, maybe, like, a chained up hawk?
No, I don't think you can take a chained up hawk. Those talons are fucking ruthless.
Yeah, but I just gotta get, like, just outside the range and just BAM! I just gotta hit him once, and once he's on the ground, it's all me, just ground and pound all day. Why is Crash just wailing on that mound of dirt?
I think, okay, well, one up it. Survival situation, you do have a knife.
Alright, I have a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nothing that can walk on 2 legs.
You don't trust me.
They're too smart. They're gonna rush me to the ground, and they're gonna have the knife. But it's some without thumbs, so maybe... Shit. It'd have to be some kind of reptile, dude.
Like a gator?
Yeah, like a gator.
You know, you just get on the back.
Gator or like a small Komodo dragon.
Fuck a Komodo dragon. I ain't fucking with them.
I think I can do it, dude.
I think I can do a gator. I don't think I can do a Komodo dragon. Honestly, I think I can take out a coyote or two. Not a wolf, a coyote.
They seem too agile though.
But like once they get in close, you just gotta.
Yeah, and then like coyotes aren't as afraid of people as wolves are too.
I know.
So he's.
I think gator is like top solely because of their weaknesses, and you know we're from Louisiana. We've grown up. We kind of know how to handle a gator.
Yeah, dude. Just close its mouth and then just tie it closed.
Pack animals. I'll go with a coyote. Australian animals,
Nope. No,
I'm out.
can't do it.
Not everything there can kill you, but they all want to.
It's
They have spiders that go in your shoe and wait for you to put your shoe on in order to bite you in order to fucking kill you.
yeah, but our spiders do that. He does it too.
No, like this spider's thing. This spider just walks around all day like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get in this bloke's shoes right here. And then I'm gonna wait for him to put it on, and then it's gonna be fucking shrimp on the barbie.
Well, yeah, it's just most spiders are assholes.
Oh yeah, fuck spiders.
But
I wouldn't want them.
it's
I don't fuck with spiders.
You can't. Stuff on two legs, man, is too fucking smart. Doesn't matter what it is. Like those fucking lizards that'll like rear up and like run on
Dude,
water. and
I've
shit.
seen an iguana do that shit in Puerto Rico.
Nope, can't do it. Gotta kill them all.
Fuck that.
Kill them all.
It looks creepy.
It's not right.
A lot of things just look creepy as fuck.
Like if you're like drunk one day and you're walking down the street, and you see that shit happen, you will serve up real quick and turn the fuck around and look for some lights.
Oh, absolutely.
We are too far away from civilization.
Hey,
for
Crash,
this.
we're getting the fuck out of here. How's that?
I'm already gone, bro. Like I don't have cell service, so we're no
A lot of animals I won't fuck with.
a whole lot.
And like, I like to think of myself as an animal lover, but also I'm not gonna fuck with, like, I think I could beat a deer in a fight. But I also seen deer fuck some shit up, like just hooves and shit.
Yeah.
Have you seen a giraffe fight?
They
swing their
necks like fucking
but then
maces.
you hear it fucking hit just solid, son. Just fucking.
Them and fucking walruses. They're fucking sumo wrestling with tusks.
Yeah, would not fuck with a walrus.
Oh god, no. Hell no.
Dude, killer whales play with their food.
Killer whales, dolphins.
Dolphins and killer whales are the dick of dolphins.
Yeah. And fucking chimps. Chimps will kill rival bands and play with their corpses.
One of my favorite animals, and it is domesticated, is a cat. Even though Daisy hates cats, they are nature's perfect fucking predator. And they will bring you dead things to show you are such a shitty hunter. I killed this for you.
Yeah, cats are dicks.
Ron's a dick.
I never said he wasn't.
Ron's a cat?
Probably.
Probably.
He's a cat hula.
Huh?
There's a cat in there. Yeah, but
Okay, so like, you take the Big Show. You put him in a ring against a chimp.
like gladiator style, he has weaponry. The chimp's just a chimp.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
You think Big Show wins?
Yeah, he'd take that. 1-on-1, yeah. Like 1-on-2, yeah. Like 1-on-5.
No. I think 1-on-2 is going to be asking a lot. You gotta think, he's a big dude. That's a lot of motion.
Yeah, but
I think he'll get gassed.
he's used to fighting smaller.
I think he'll get gassed, and that's like choreographed.
Yeah. But also, he's got weaponry. So, like if he's one of the ones with the net and shit, and he's got like the net training.
The net and the fucking...
Yeah, the net and the trident.
That is an awful gladiator. I would be so pissed if somebody gave me that.
Well, if you get good at it.
This dude has a goddamn chariot. You gave me a net and a pitchfork.
Well, he's free.
You gave me a goddamn net and a pitchfork? What the fuck do I look like? Some sort of asshole?
You look like a slave. And we had Andronius fight a lion barehanded last week. Do you want me to take the net?
I can't help it you gave him bare hands. Give me bare hands.
We don't have enough.
I have these shitty human hands, man.
Because we don't have enough bears to give everyone bare hands. We killed the bear last month.
Then give me the lion's hands. God damn, don't give me a net, the pokey thing. This guy got an automatic weapon.
Being a gladiator.
Spartacus sitting there fucking...
Being a gladiator had to just be shit ass stressful.
I would not like that at all. Which I think that was kind of the point.
Well, if you got popular, you could earn your freedom, but like you're one fight short.
Always.
And the dude like, well, get free, you gotta have the grand finale.
You're gonna be the main event.
Yeah, so
what is it? You versus an army. What?
No, don't worry, it's not an army. We found a Hydra. Aren't those fake? Not this one.
It's just a fucking lion with just like shitty eagle wings stapled on it.
No,
pissed off, hungry.
No, that's a chimera. It's 2 alligators tied to each other's legs.
We went to Scotland and got a kelpie. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, that's... No.
It's a shape-changing horse that will murder the fuck out of you.
And steal your wife.
Yeah, dude, gladiators, wrestling and all that. Wrestling has really gone down. I stopped watching like years ago. Like I stopped watching like during John Cena's rise.
Cena's cool. He seems like a real chill guy to me.
Dude, I met him.
Really?
I was doing a security detail. I was a security for like 24 hours on Fort Lewis. And I was from me to you to him for like fucking a day.
Really?
And I will watch anything John Cena does. Like, very down-to-earth, humble motherfucker. And this is back whenever I was Army.
Yeah.
And he asked me, straight up, you watch wrestling? I'm like, not anymore. He goes, oh, what'd you used to? I said, I used to watch with Stone Cold and all that. He goes, oh, I told him straight up, Stone Cold whoop your ass.
He would.
He just laughed. He goes, well, what'd you think? I said, man, I really expected you, honestly, to have bigger calves. And he just shook his head, goddamn genetics.
Yes.
And I just, like, anything John Cena's in, because he was such an awesome fucking dude, I will watch. And I like to think, because I made an impression on him, which I may or may not have, but I like to think I did, I watched Peacemaker. And all Peacemaker wants is peace. He doesn't care how many men, women, or children he has to kill to get it. And I like to think that Peacemaker is partially his character that he plays, this comic book entity. He brought a little bit of Rad to that role.
I don't think he remembered you after all those.
His eagle's name is Eagly.
So?
My bear's name was Barry.
Just because...
I think he remembers me, and he wanted to pay homage to me with that role.
Did you even mention the word eagly to him?
I might have. I don't remember. It was a long day.
Exactly. He doesn't remember.
He probably remembers me. I remember him. If he doesn't, he's rude.
Dear John Cena, it's me, Stan.
John Cena, I'm asking you to come on the pod and tell Crash you remember me. You tweet it out, like, let him know that you remember your boy Rad.
In like 18 years.
We were like this, son.
You're gonna be looking.
BFFs!
In like 18 years, you're gonna be looking for that tweet, and Twitter's gonna crash and burn, everyone forgot about it, and John Cena will still never mention you on whatever social media is popular.
John Cena needs to mention me because I think, actually, I'll take it a step further. I think he needs to pay me as a muse for his role of Peacemaker.
You were the inspiration.
I wasn't the inspiration for the comic, but I was the inspiration for the character he portrays on screen.
Was that character in the comic?
Ish. But he took a lot of my mannerisms. Watch the show and tell me you don't think of me.
So, that character was in the comic that the show is based on, that John Cena had no role in creating, and you feel like the character he played from that comic is based on you?
Yep. He took his own artistic expression of that character from the page and said, you know who this reminds me of? Rad.
Sure.
So he played it just like Rad would play it. Just like I was. Not how I am now, how I was.
See, this is why parents should not let their children be too confident.
So I do believe DC, I'm sorry. DC owes me some fucking money.
Just this blind, narcissistic belief.
That's why I podcast, man.
That everything is centered around you.
Not everything. Peacemaker, though, is.
Parents, you gotta get in there and just tell your kids that they're just shit awful at everything they do. No one cares about them. They're never gonna be worth the fuck. And to stop thinking they're better than they are because they'll never move up in life.
I'm not better than I am, man. I'm a small-time podcaster, but Peacemaker was based on me.
Small-time podcaster with delusions of grandeur.
It's not delusions, man. Watch. Have you seen it?
You think
Have you seen
that
it?
John Cena based this character he portrays on a 24-hour visit with you?
Yep.
Was it even
long enough to leave an impression?
Was it just like an extended work day, like an 18-hour shift?
I'm gonna go ahead and say 24 hours right now.
Well, you're telling the story, and you're.
This is my lie. I'll tell how I want.
See, that's. John Cena's not here to fact check you, and he never will.
He might.
I doubt.
He might hear this and be like, "Oh man, I remember that guy. I should probably go down there and let him know. You know what, Rad? I did base Peacemaker off of you."
You know who else I based off you, Rad? My rapping persona. Whenever I first hit the mainstream.
No, this is whenever he was already mainstream then.
Oh.
So I can't take credit for that.
Even though you want to.
I mean, I will, but I can't.
Yes. Ridiculous.
But he told me straight up, the proudest record or whatever that he owns is that he has the most Make-A-Wish wishes granted.
Really?
Which I thought was awesome. And I fact-checked him, and he's right.
See? I would have lied.
I would have too. That's why me and you don't get that wish.
Yeah, that's why me and you aren't John Cena.
We just have a character that John Cena played based off of one of us.
Me?
Me, Peacemaker.
I don't believe that.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
I really don't.
Peacemaker is basically how I was, not how I am. I've grown. He tries to be woke. He's funny.
Peacemaker's roided to the gills.
He was. Yeah, that's what I believe. I think that's more than enough for you.
Alright, what just generic Halloween, just scary story situation would you be most realistic to be in? It's like, oh, we just closed on this house, and then 2 weeks later we found out it's haunted, or I went on this hunting trip and now we're being hunted.
Either the hunting trip or like just blindly walking into something I shouldn't. Or cult leader.
Cult leader? See, because I've got this irrational fear of being, like, you're going out backwards or whatever, just because you want to just kill some time from the way to get back home or whatever, and you make a wrong turn, and you just see the houses, and you're like, oh, I really hope this isn't a no outlet.
Is it fucked up if I say the one that we're probably headed to is the Purge?
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry, Cleansing Day?
the Purge kind of already is. It's not one of those, where you can kill without consequences, but it's, you can just kill a bunch of people if you feel like it.
Spree killers.
Yeah, it happens extremely often.
Oh, no, I could totally see me and John being hunted by like somebody in the Dixon clan.
Yeah.
Y'all have met Barrett. He's not above that.
Well, I made it fair.
I'm gonna see if I can fix him after I kill him.
Yes. I read about this dude, and he was in like Alaska, and what he did was like he got a prostitute and he like flew her out, and he's like, I'll give you a 30-second head start, and then I'll start hunting you.
The most dangerous game.
Yeah, and like she got away, she made it to the cops.
Good for her.
Yeah, and they did not care.
No, I mean, what are they gonna do for the other hour?
Yeah. Oh, so you're a prostitute and you say he raped you and now he's gonna hunt you. Well, see his side of the story. I'm just an innocent businessman with a gun. Well, it's your word against his, lady.
And you're a hooker. Or no, prostitute, you're not dead. You're only a hooker if you're dead.
And he says he's just an innocent guy with a gun, so our hands are tied. Cops are just terrible.
Dude,
story.
One of my favorite cop blunders was, I want to say it was Dahmer. He picked up this guy's brother. He's already killed his brother.
Yeah.
And Dahmer liked to drill into your head and put acid in there to try to make you a zombie when he had sex with your corpse. and he was very attracted to minorities, and this was a Malaysian person, the Laos?
Yeah.
Or no, Malaysian, not Malaysian.
No, I thought he was Laotian.
One of the two.
Yeah, he's from Laos.
Okay, he was Laotian?
Yeah.
This guy escaped. Ran naked down the street, hole in head. 2 cops. And Dahmer said, "Oh, this is my gay boyfriend. This is what a domestic gay dispute looks like. We cool?" The cops brought them back to his house, where there is multiple dead bodies inside of. It
Yeah.
smells like rot.
Yeah.
And perfume.
But the dead bodies weren't in like the living room.
No,
so
but
the
it's
cops
still,
didn't
a
see
dead
it.
body has a certain smell. Like rancid pork almost.
Yeah.
And you try to cover that up with a bunch of perfume, and you have a naked man with a hole in his head. Cops just like, nope, nothing to see here. Let's go wipe the gay off of us. Like, dude!
Also, if you see that, do you want to fill out that paperwork? Or do you want to be like, this is not my problem?
One, I didn't sign up for that job. I'm not a cop. They signed up for that job. Like, that is legit your job. Hey, something's not right here. Is everything okay? This guy has a hole in his head, can't talk.
Yeah.
Is this your boyfriend? Blah, blah, blah. Looks gay to me. Like, no.
Well, also, back then, you weren't, like, you were just now being allowed to talk about being gay in polite society.
But like,
And it's like another 20 years. Shit, in the
it
90s.
shouldn't matter though. You still have a rancid death smell coming out of old boy's apartment. A naked man with a hole in his head who can't talk, and a blonde dude just going, "It's okay. This is my boyfriend."
Yeah. He's a dude. He says this is
It's an underage boy at that.
I'm not gonna tell the gays how to live their life.
It's an underage. Like, there is so much wrong with this.
And cops tend to not care.
God, they didn't. They didn't give a single fuck.
This is a prevailing thread in cophood.
Like,
Cops don't like doing their jobs.
and like, I don't get it. Like,
You never had.
I get sometimes doing your job shitty. Like, I get it. People do it. People do a shitty job sometimes. You don't do a shitty job on something like this if your job is to serve and protect.
Yes.
Like, that's a big red flag. Like, if you walk, you're an electrician, I'm an electrician. If we walk into a place and they have absolutely no wire nuts on any connection, we're gonna put wire nuts on them. That's a big red flag.
Yeah.
It's the same concept, but like with human lives at stake.
Look, it's like your job is solving murder, right? But sometimes murders aren't easy to solve.
This one was handed to you on a silver fucking platter. It's not the first one to escape either. They've had multiple calls about naked men running out of his apartment.
Yeah, well, he's gay. They're weird. It's the 50s. No, I'm sorry, the 70s.
But like, come on, man. Nobody's gonna be like, you know what? I think something's happening at that old fucking Dahmer place.
Well, yeah, he's the weird white guy that stays in the black neighborhood.
And then you have Bundy, who just escapes, like, at a courthouse.
Yeah.
He walked the fuck away.
Uh-huh.
How?
He didn't stop walking.
Like,
Oh.
oh, there's a window there. There's nobody in this room.
Yeah. People,
I don't blame him.
in like the O.J. Simpson chase where they didn't try to stop him, they just
Sad.
shut down the interstate and followed him going 30 miles an hour.
OJ, are you alright?
Hey, 911, I think I just saw O.J. Simpson on the interstate.
Going 30.
Yeah, going 30. I think he's driving to Tijuana.
Hey, let's get a helicopter on him.
Didn't he kill somebody?
If the glove doesn't fit, ahead, finish it. I know you want to. If the glove doesn't fit,
you must acquit.
Amen!
But he was accused of killing her at the time.
And in America, you are guilty until proven innocent.
As you
it
should be.
As it is written.
Yeah. It's the law.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But, I mean, it used to be so easy to get away with murder. Then we got all these cameras and GPS.
And DNA. Dude, the statistic is still 1 in 3 murders in the United States goes unsolved. 1 in 3. 33.3%.
See? That's...
I don't like those odds, 1. But 2, those are way too high.
It's... Knowing those odds now, it changes a few personal decisions.
And seeing on TV, from what I've seen on TV, as long as you don't come everywhere, you're good. And the best is, because if I was a cop, I would still do the one-liners. He ejaculated before he shot him in the head. He didn't see him coming.
Why is sex and murder so closely tied together?
Ask Dahmer. Necrophilia. This episode is brought to you by Necrophilia. I'm kidding.
Necrophilia doesn't pay.
Nope.
But Dahmer was a really, really, really lonely guy.
Yes. Probably because he murdered everyone. He murdered underage minorities time and time and time again. He did it at his grandma's house.
Well, you gotta hide.
His dad has a whole book about it, how creepy this little fucker was.
Well, that's the thing, okay? If a family member gets money he gets famous being a famous serial killer, you got bills to pay, so I'll sell this fucker out. He's evil anyway. Fuck him.
I did a bad job raising that one.
Yeah, that's my bad.
But how do you live with yourself if that's your kid though? That's fucked.
It's not hard. It's how do you live with your kids? I don't know, an unashamed racist.
Well, probably because you're an unashamed racist.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you're bringing it back to Peacemaker because that's what his dad was.
Yes.
That was not after me. That was comic book.
It's fucking ridiculous. But I mean, it's. A lot of murderers I feel like they can be stopped if you just see your weird neighbor and you just talk to them sometimes.
That's why I'm next to some people at class.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
That's fine. But it's, a lot of people are just real fucking lonely. And that being confined with, it's like you're putting yourself in solitary confinement, except it's constructed by society and not by the penal system to rehabilitate you, which is just punishment. But no, it's you have no one to talk to, you have no one to connect to, and then also they tend to have mental health issues.
But to not sound like an old man, which I'm about to.
Yep.
They desensitized us in that I grew up watching gangster movies. Menace Society, Godfather, fucking Goodfellas, Sopranos. All of those really glorify being a fucking gangster.
And being a sociopath.
And then, Sons of Anarchy. That's one that came out fairly recently. And then they're gonna be like, man, I wonder why there's a rise on organized crime. No shit, this dude bought his son a hockey team.
Well,
what a baller fucking move! 17-year-old kid, general manager, owner of the Trashers.
Wait, are you connecting the portrayal of gangs in media to the rise of organized crime?
Yeah.
That's like blaming all these school shootings on video games.
Video games?
Yeah. That's
damn kids in their disco music.
All these kids playing a fucking goddamn Call of Duties in their battle wars. They're shooting up all these schools.
I heard they're gonna have a sequel to Fortnite. It's gonna be Fifth Night.
Yeah, see, it's like
you're coming on a submarine.
You can't.
Y'all can't use that. If y'all do, you have to pay me.
That's correlation, not causation. And also, there were serial killers way before.
Oh no, don't get me
video
wrong.
games.
People have
And
been
also, there was violent crime way before the games.
people have been shitty forever. But the rise of social media has made all the shittiness be right there in your face. And I'm not saying that there's more or less. I'm saying we're just more aware of it. You see what I mean? Like, because everything is right here at your fingertips, you're more aware of everything shitty going on.
You say that, but also, why do you have so many people just denying basic ass facts?
Yes. Yes.
It's just like shit that we've all agreed on for fucking centuries, and they want to argue that that's not true.
That's because the earth is flat. And I don't want you to fall off the edge. And we're going to call it there, guys. This has been a very special episode with Crash and Rad. Remember, kids, necrophilia is bad, drugs are bad, murder is bad. See y'all next time.